So we get in the limo, and it's a long stretch limo. And I get in first because I was the youngest, most agile. Tells you about that group. And I get all the way down to the end. And I'm sitting down there, and everybody else files in. And Jack and Jerry are sitting in the two seats right by the doors. So we get back to the hotel. Everybody's getting out of the limo. And I'm waiting for everybody to get out of the limo because I'm all the way down, and I'm going to make one crawl and dart out the door. And everybody's getting out, and they're getting out around Jack and Jerry. And I'm sitting down at the end, and Jack and Jerry are still sitting in the limo. And I'm like, go ahead, guys. Age before beauty. And they shut the doors of the limo. And Jack looks at me and goes, "You got something to say to me, Texas pussy?"
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. He says, "Jerry, what do they call that handle on Oklahoma?" "Oh, yeah, that's where you flush all the shit out into Texas." Oh boy. So now we're going back and forth with insults. And Jerry starts moving his way down towards me. And I'm like, okay, calm down. Because Jerry will stretch me. Now, here's a man in Jack. Because I'm thinking, man, it took him like 40 minutes to walk to Emerald's.
Right. Right.
I stayed with him step by step, making sure he was okay. And I know that it's going to take a little while for him to move. So I thought. So I leaped that way. You know, when you hear those stories about Jack Briscoe being one of the baddest humans on the face of God's green earth?
Yes.
And about like even Harley didn't want to fuck with Jack.
Right.
Like Watts never fucked with Jack. Luthez wouldn't fuck with Jack. Like nobody would fuck with Jack. Jack was just that bad. In about 3.5 seconds, I found out firsthand just how quick, bad, and mean Jack Briscoe could be. And he snatched me by the hair and turned me and had me hooked. And here's a guy that it would take 3 of us to get him out of the car because of his knees, and had me hooked on the floor of the limousine. And Jerry sitting down cackling, "What are you going to do now, Texas pussy?
My goodness.
Tap out. Tap out like you mean it. Shit." And I'm like, "Yes, sir, Mr. Briscoe. Yes, sir, Mr. Briscoe." You know, I'm singing George Jones. I'm singing everything I can possibly do to just beg for mercy. And finally, just Jack collapsed on top of me, laughing his ass off. And the 3 of us sat in the limousine and hugged and laughed and told each other how much we loved each other for about another 10 or 15 minutes. And got out of the limousine crying. And at that point, I don't know if I was crying from the laughter or from the sheer pain.
Yes.
Jack Briscoe stretching me. But it was also that badge of honor. I've had my ass beat by Jerry Briscoe more times than there are numbers. It's like, all right, yeah, Jerry beat me up again today. But I'd never had my ass beat by Jack before. And I only needed to have it that one time to know that I never wanted to have him whip my ass ever again.